Okay, so I'm gonna give you an update on where I am with the truck real quick. Uh, Obviously, you might have most likely saw the video of me doing the assessment after the accident. Of course, that was late November time frame, whatever. And obviously, we had Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the New Year to deal with, and I had other projects to kind of work on. But I've pretty much gathered up all the parts, and aside from fixing that damage from the accident, I'm fixing other stuff that I've meant to do for years, which that's what we're going to talk about. So I do have her sitting on the new old lift. I can tell you I love the platform lift in terms of having workspace, keep tools and whatever. I have not bothered to try to even lift her up yet because, and I doubt I will, she barely fits on there, right? Those all drop down when you lift it. Either way, the lift will lift her, but I'm not gonna do it. Don't need to. So passenger rocker. I did the drivers. Oh, we did a couple years ago. A friend of mine helped. Came down from Kentucky and helped get it done, but I was hoping that this side wasn't going to be as bad. She just had some pop through parts, but after scoping it, if you saw the other video, I could see that this stuff was everywhere. So I already had the panel or the replacement piece. Might as well just get her done. I've got a little bit of cab corner stuff going on too, so I'm gonna have to get into that. But overall, let's go wide angle here a little bit. Overall, that's what I'm concentrating on right now. Getting the old panel out, and then we will get the new one in. Everything basically from this body line down is going to end up being black to match the bed, and it just kind of gives you that rock guard protection. I mean, I use the truck, right? Paint's all jacked up anyway. Now I've got a passenger fender. This guy was all rotted out. It was originally a Michigan truck, so she had damage. Either way, I bought, from the accident, I bought the driver's fender. I had done some work on the bottom of the driver's side doors, when the tie rod broke on this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo the doors. This cab corner I replaced, but now I gotta do body work, obviously. And this rocker was replaced, and it's the same deal. I just went black on all that stuff. Aside from the dents, which I might have been able to get out of those doors, she had a lot of rust on the bottom. So I said, forget about it. Let's just, honestly, I got both fenders and both these driver's side doors for $180. Cash money. Obviously more dent work there, but replacing these guys. Took the bed off because I was having fuel pump issues. Anyway, I'm gonna fix some other stuff. Like, I ended up cutting that open just to check how my wires were and that. Gonna handle that. New vent hose on. Replace the airbags that were on here because those were rotted and shot. But other than that, that's where we're going to start. Rocker. I wasn't even going to mess with taking these door panels off, except I was like, screw it, Instead of taping it, I'm glad I did, because I need some speakers. I didn't realize how bad those were, but driver's side is likely just as bad. These guys look like they've been replaced at some point, but anyhow, so I've got a pretty much marked straight line shot according to that panel. I'm just going to open the top end up, clean it out before I go in and start trying to work on any of these spot welds and getting that stuff out of the way. That way I have less stuff falling in my face. And again, all this I'm going to end up painting black. Clean the bottom. These doors aren't as bad. They've got stuff going on, but I can get that cleaned up real quick. And again, it's a work truck. Ultimately, I want to do some what most would call sliders, but I also got to be mindful of how long I take to do this because we use her. She's a good old truck. And that, my friends, is where we are at.